So you've been thinking about buying in Nashville and you're really not sure if this is the right place or not. We're going to look at 5 pros and 5 cons of moving to Nashville, and we're going to get started right now. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notification, and then you'll get notified every single time we upload a new video. I'm Michael, and Joshua, James David, Rachel, and our team, we get calls from people just like you every single day wanting to make their move to the Nashville area or surrounding areas in Middle Tennessee. So if you're wanting to find out more information, check out the channel. You can look around. There's plenty of videos here to kind of go over different parts of Tennessee. We'll be glad to help you any way we can. All you have to do is give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we'll help you find a place where you can live, work, and play. Okay, so let's dive into number one. Number one on the pros list is the booming job market. Now, I want to read a list of a couple of different industries that are here in the Nashville area that are really booming. And there's also some companies that are moving here as well. We'll talk about those as well. A couple of the industries that are really booming: healthcare, technology. Obviously, music is a big deal here. They attract a lot of professionals. They create a big housing buzz. A lot of people are looking to move here. Over the next 5 years, Oracle will be moving their headquarters here. There's many other headquarters here. Nissan is here. Nissan is actually getting ready potentially to merge with Honda, which means there's going to be more people moving into the area. If that's you and you're wanting to move because you think you're about to get put into a new role in Honda or Nissan, then this might be the place for you. And if that's true, it's definitely a pro because there's a lot of people that are moving here because of the industries that are already here. Okay, now that we've talked about one of the pros, which is definitely really cool about the Nashville area, we want to talk about one of the cons, and that is rising house prices. The prices have been going up. They're astronomical in some parts of Nashville, depending on where you choose to live. There's still some affordable areas as well, but some people are being priced out of the market because the prices of the houses are going up way too fast. With that being said, with that being a con, it also happens to be a little bit of a pro because if you end up purchasing a home here, you get great value, but you also gain equity very quickly in this market because traditionally it's a pretty solid market for investments and making sure that you can continually gain value year over year. Now, as you can see, these are kind of building on each other. So our second con is actually traffic congestion. If you've ever been around the Nashville area, you'll know there's usually some kind of construction and usually there's a lot of traffic. It is true of most cities. And I was talking to somebody the other day specifically about the Nashville traffic, and they were like, Nashville traffic is nothing compared to San Diego, San Francisco, or worst in the country, Atlanta for sure has the worst. I don't even understand the traffic in Atlanta. But Nashville's not as bad as those, but it does have a lot of congestion and traffic because there's so many people that are moving here. Now, number 3 is kind of going along that same path, which is population growth. There's been a steady influx of people that have been coming here over the past several years, really over the past decade, because they really want to create a better life for themselves, or maybe they want to create a better music career for themselves because this is Music City. There's a lot of reasons that people move here, and when they do, it creates population growth. The statistics from 2000, it's actually 1999, between 1999 and 2000, is that there was about 800,000 people in the Nashville area. Now there's 1.6 million people in the Nashville area. It's more than doubled in size over the past 10 years, 20 years, 24 years. That's a pro from the standpoint that there's more population growth, more people, brings more industry, brings more restaurants, brings more small business opportunities, all kinds of job market opportunities. But like I said before, it's a pros and a cons kind of thing. It increases the prices of houses, more demand for houses, more competition for houses. Okay, quick home buying secret for you about 2025. Even though we have a new administration coming into the White House and we're changing the economic policy, there's still a lot of market uncertainty about what's going to happen in the housing market, what's going to happen with interest rates, how long is it going to take for some of those economic policies to go into place. So 2025 could be a little bit interesting as it relates to the market stability or maybe market instability. Now, if this is you and you're looking at the 2025 market as a time where you're going to look at moving, you may want to consider what the market uncertainty looks like as you're continuing to maybe choose whether or not this is a great time to move. On to number 4 of the pros lists. And number 4 on the pros list is the low cost of living as it relates to other major cities. Whether you're talking about Los Angeles or New York or Chicago, those are really, really expensive cities to live in for the cost of living, cost of groceries, cost of everything, and certainly the cost of living, like your housing prices. Overall, Nashville is still a lot cheaper than most of those major cities. On the downside of that, it creates a problem for having enough housing. Since housing is more affordable, people are coming from other parts of the country and putting a lot of money into the market and sometimes even paying cash for houses, which creates low inventory. There's not enough building going on to allow for the growth and expansion that's happening. And that creates a lot of competition in the housing market. So it's quickly increasing. Prices are continually going up in this market. I would say overall, there's still a lot of people that are houses that are sitting on the market. They're maybe sitting on the market anywhere from 15 to 45 days. But in some parts of the country, they're on the market for 90 days or 120 days. So we're still pretty low in the inventory to market. There's still a lot of demand, not enough supply for sure. Okay, we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to go with number 5 con first. That way we can end on a high note. And we're going to talk about climate. The climate here in the Nashville area compared to where I lived for a while, which is Michigan, is probably still better, but Nashville does get hot, sticky, a lot of icky sweat, and sometimes there's flooding because there's heavy rains, or occasionally there's tornadoes, not very often, but there are some tornadoes. But overall, the weather here is still better than some parts of the country where it's blazing hot for long periods of time, or it snows for 90% of the year or something like that, which is the way it felt like it was in Michigan all the time. The other side of the climate is also that there's mosquitoes. That's a bad thing. Mosquitoes, there's a lot of mosquitoes here. Okay, number 5 on the pros list is there is a wide range of entertainment options in this area for sure, whether that be sports or entertainment or restaurants. There's obviously music. You can't go to any restaurant that's a sit-down restaurant and they don't have some kind of live music most days. There's music everywhere. That's why they call it Music City. And if you get downtown, you get into the heart of where all the music is at, whether that be on Music Row or if it's down on Broadway, where all the bars and grills and everything else, I guess you could call it the bars and grills and thrills if you wanted to. This area is definitely filled with a wide range of cultures that have moved here over the course of time, creating a culturally rich environment, lots of different art, lots of music. Incredible place if you're looking for good food, all types of food. Doesn't even have to be nailed down to one type of food. Everybody thinks Nashville is all about country music, but there's blues, there's rock and roll, there's all types of music as well. This is a culturally rich area for people that are looking to expand their palate for the food or the fine dining, the art, culture, lots of museums and things to visit as well. If you want more information about anything that's going on in the Nashville area. You can check out all other kinds of videos on our channel here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can find out the next time we're going to be shooting another video and getting it online. You can check out these other 2 videos right over here, and we'll see you next video.